welcome to my YouTube channel. Let us check out today's problem of the day. So we have given one string. We have to return the number of distinct strings that can be obtained by exactly one swap of two different indices, I and j. Okay. So let us first check with an string that does not have any repeating character, right? So A, B, C, D does not have any repeating character. So how many distinct string we can get by swapping any two characters? So we can swap this indices 0 and indices 1. Okay. Now we can swap 0 and 2. We can swap 0 and 3, right? We can swap 1 and 2. We can swap 1 and 3, and again we can swap 2 and 3, right? So how many total different strings we will get? So from starting from 0 I will get three different strings. Starting from this one I will get two different strings, right? And starting from that index, from this index I will get one. So total how many different string I will get? That is 6, right? So if let's say the size of this string is n, so in that case we can say the total number of different strings by swapping any two character will be n minus 1 into n minus 1 into n by 2, we can say, right? Why? Because the sum of numbers from 1 to n is n into n plus 1 by 2. But here n is equals to n minus 1. As you can see, there are four characters, but we are summing from 1 to 3, right? So so we can check also. Here it is 4. So 4 minus 1 is 3. Multiply by 4 equals to 12 by 2 equals to 6. Right? Now the problem arises when we have, okay, let me first write this one and I will erase this one. Okay, so let's say I will create one variable in sum equals to 0. Okay, we have n equals to s dot length. The size of the string is s dot length, right? So if all the characters are unique, then how many total we can get is n into n minus 1, n minus 1 multiply by multiplied by n divided by 2, right? That is clear, right? So now the problem arises when there is some repeating characters, right? So if there is some repeating characters, we will get some duplicate strings, right? Let's take this example a, right? So you can see in this a it is not that bold. Let me transparency. Okay, so let's say take this example a and a, right? So if I will swap this two, so I will get 4 times a, right? And again if I will swap with this index 0 and indices 2, then again I will get this 4 times a. So actually we have to subtract these repeating ones, right? So how I will calculate how many are repeating. So for that what I will do, I will create one map. I'm going to create one map, and in that map I will store the frequency of all the characters, right? Let's say take one more example. Let's say we have a, b, b, again let's say c, and again we have b. So in that case, if once I will swap this to b, so I will get a, b, b, c, b, right? A, b, B, C and B. Again when I will swap this B with this B, again I will get same A, B, B, C, B. A, B, B, C, B, right? Now when I will swap this B with this B, again I will get the same A, B, B, C, B, right? So if we have three B's, so how many total duplicates we are getting? That is three. If there are four if there are four that duplicate characters, so how many duplicate strings we will get? That will be again n into n minus 1 by 2, that is 4 into 3 by 2, that is equals to 6, right? Here also we can calculate for 3 multiplied by 2 by 2. Why? Let me explain you. That is equals to 3, right? Okay, let me erase this one. Let me erase this one and take a bigger example. Let's say 4, in which the repeating characters are, let's say B is repeating 4 times, right? So you can see the first one is when this will swap with this. The next one is when this will swap with this. Again, this B will swap with this B, right? So that is 3. Now when this B will swap with this B, I will get duplicate. Again this B will swap with this B, I will get duplicate, right? 3 plus 2. Now again this B will swap with this B, then I will get one more duplicate, right? So total how many duplicates we are getting? 6. And how we can calculate? Again n into n minus 1, n minus 1 into n by 2, n minus 1 into n by 2, where what is the n? N is the frequency of the repeating character, right? Okay, so that is clear. So what I will do, let us write the code. So what I am going to do, I will just create one map. Let me erase these things. I am going to erase one create one map, and I will store frequency of all the repeating characters, right? Actually all the characters, frequency of all the characters. So let me make this cs2. Okay, so let us create one map. So in the map, what will the frequency of A? The frequency of A will be 1, right? What will the frequency of B? The frequency of B will be 4. And what will be the frequency of C? The frequency of C will be 2, okay? So first of all, I will calculate what will be the the total number of unique characters if none of them are repeating. So in that case, I will get as, let's say, s equals to what is the length? The length is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, that is 7 into 6 by 2, so that will be 21, right? So that will be 21, we can calculate. Now we have to subtract some of the repeating strings, right? So for this one, how many repeating strings will be there? That would be 0, right? And that we can calculate also. 1 into 1 minus 1, that is 0 by 2, right? 0 by 2, that equals to 0, right? So for this b equals to 4, how many strings will be duplicate? So that will be 4 into 3 by 2, right? 4 into 3 by 2, that is equals to 6, right? That is okay. That should be 2. 4 into 3 by 2, that will be 6. Now how many strings will be repeating for these two characters. So that will be 2 into 1 by 2, right? 2 into 1 by 2. So that will be equals to 1. So what I will do finally, I will just sum all this repeating strings. So that will be the sum will be 7. And now what I will do, I will from the total I will just subtract this one. Okay. So that is the pretty simple things. Let me write the code of this. Let me subtract, remove this one. So what we have to do, we have to create one frequency map, right? So let us create one map. Let us create the map. What's the hash map? Hash map will be of character to character and integer. Character integer. Let's say I can say map equals to new hash map. New hash map. Okay. Now what I have to do, I have to just store the frequency of all the characters. So for this, I will iterate over the string for int I equals to 0, I lesser than n, I plus plus. What I will do, I will get the character, current character. So the current character will be a stored character at I, right? Now what I will do, I will just put in the map. So map dot put the current character with what is the frequency, that is map.get or default the default that current cat comma 0, right? So if already it is present, the current cat is present in the map, then I will get that frequency of that. Otherwise I will get the 0 and I will just add 1 to that frequency, right? So that is done. Now what I have to do, I have to iterate over this map. Okay. So I will iterate over the map and I will get all the frequency. Okay. So frequency, so map dot values. Okay. And for all the I have to just find out how many repeating strings are there. Okay. So in, let's say, count equals to 0. So what I will do, let me erase this one also. Okay. What I will do, I will just say whatever is the frequency multiply by frequency minus 1, and I will divide it by 2. So this many strings will be the repeating. So I will do count plus equals to this, right? That is fine. And finally what I will do, I will just subtract it from the total number of if all are different. Okay. So that is sum minus count. But one more thing we have to keep in mind, that let's say, just so we have to keep in mind that we have to take one. If I will just swap that e and e, so in that case uh, we can't so what I will do next, if our count is equals to 0, then I can say none of the character is repeating. Okay. So we can directly return the sum, right? Else what I will do, I will return sum minus how many strings are repeating, right? That is the count. But we have to take one of them, right? So that is a pretty simple code. Let us try to compile and run it. So it is compiling. Okay. So just we have to return it. Int cannot be converted to character. We have a map of character to integer, map dot put character, current character. Okay, this should be char. This should be char. Okay, so it is compiling fine. Let us try to submit it. So it got submitted.